it. Can you tell us how Otra Mas started, why it started?
Why it started? It
Yeah.
started, well, my father was in the Marine Corps, and people didn't know what PTSD was back when he was in the service. But when he came home, he used to have to leave the radio on. We weren't allowed to wake him up because he would throw us, because he was in the tunnels over in Okinawa and
Oh, wow.
things like that. And I found that my mom would bring him down and she would drop him off so she could go run errands. He was in his 80s. And I gave him one of my horses as his own, because he would sit on the bench and
Here?
watch. Yeah, Mr. T was the horse, and he just got a lot of comfort out of watching the horses. So I started reading up on it, and they were doing a lot of work with therapy horses. So I said, I've got some of these horses that they're not ready to be put down. They're still really good, really viable. And I said, I talked to a girl here, Carol, who was a licensed therapist, and I said, will you work with me? And I'll start this nonprofit, and I've got a few horses that we'll start with. And she did, and we started it, and that was in 2013, I think. And it's just grown from there.
It has.
It's really grown from there.
So,
and these horses, I mean, as you can see, the horses are just stunning. They're beautiful.
they are beautiful.
They don't do well. Many people say, just put them out in pasture. Well, they don't do well because they're embarrassed or they're missing the human interaction. They don't know why they're thrown out in a pasture. I've had horses that don't eat, don't do well at all.
So they're going through their own.
It's romantic for people to think, we'll put them out in pasture. Well, they don't.
But they want to actually be in.
They're used to being brushed, and a lot of things you've heard, put them away with wet blankets, make a good horse, and blah, blah, blah. They don't like being put away dirty. They get embarrassed, and it's uncomfortable. Things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think about that.
They do. Well, they have feelings. They have feelings, that's for sure.
I think that's great. So you have maybe around, how many?
I have 10.
10 for Otra Mas. Just dedicated to Otra Mas?
Just dedicated Otra Mas.
Right, we've seen a couple of them so far. With Otra Mas, I mean, you have your website's fantastic because I went through it and I've gone through
Belinda, that's our executive director.
Belinda's
that's Belinda.
Yes. I know some of the some of the programs that you put on. I've actually participated in the meditation ones. I signed up again for the next one in June, and it's. I was telling my friend Adam here. I was saying how you're just there, and the horses are there to help with whatever you feel is needed. And then when you're sitting in that moment or being part with the horse, that I cannot explain it.
Your heart connect. Yeah. And the horses know.
Yes, that's what they know.
Different horses go to different people.
Yes.
For different things that you're going through.
Oh my gosh.
In your life. It's very strong, very, very powerful.
So with Otra Mas, it's horses helping people, right? So it's for the veterans. It's for anyone. Anyone. But I know you.
And they have to be so gentle because we get kids that have been abused, sexual trauma.
Yeah.
And they can't be mouthy. They can't bite. They can't nibble. They need to be, I don't know if you noticed, but they stay in their space.
They do.
They give you your space. They can't be aggressive at all.
No.
They need to be really wonderful.
No. And with Otra Mas, like I'm going to take the meditation clinic or class. I'm going to take session. And that is on your website, which has a lot of the information that you do. But you guys also with Otra Mas put on these events, the icon, all stuff. So when you have Otra Mas, can you just name a couple of these events that you guys have?
Well, we just had Grace and Grit.
Yes.
And it was fabulous. We had Bree Kessler, who was a captain with the United States Marine Corps. And she told her story, and we had one of her horses, Cho, that we took in when she was going to be where did she go? I think she went to Australia, and she was getting deployed.
Okay.
So I said, I'll take care of your horse while you're gone. And we used him for the therapy.
Yeah.
But he was a color guard horse with Marine Corps, but you couldn't ride him. He was just broken down.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it was wonderful. And yeah, he got her through a lot of
stuff.
serious trauma. Yes.
I did miss that session, but you have the Grace and Grit sessions. So you guys are going to do those still.
It was amazing. Yeah, we're going to have another one in February.
Okay.
And that'll be with Amberly Snyder.
Okay.
And she was injured in a truck and trailer accident and is paralyzed from the waist down.
Oh, wow.
She still runs barrels.
Yeah.
And does things like that. She's a motivational speaker. The horses aren't judgmental.
No.
They cannot judge you, but they do feel when you need something.
Yeah.
They go to you.
They do.
It's amazing. There's exercises that they put you through. Our therapists put you through that helps you to relate with yourself what's going on in your life.
Yeah.
Through the horses.
And you don't notice until you are here how powerful it becomes.
It's very powerful.
Yeah.
I don't do a ton of advertising because we try to be so private with our clients and try to respect their privacy.
Yeah. And I think that's fantastic. But you do corporate events and people find you for their corporate events or their whatever events, and you're able to figure out, like you currently have a corporation that's having an event here where they're utilizing 3 days of your Otra Mas service.
And they're staying up at the Capistrano Inn.
Yeah, locally, so they're here. So that's interesting how they found you. So people find you, and I think more and more, I mean, yeah, you've been around for over 10 years.
We're really lucky because the Montage, the Ritz, the different hotels, we've established a good working with them. And we've never had an accident. We don't have wrecks because we're so cautious.
Yeah, that's right.
And our horses are very nice, very, very nice. So they'll send their clients to us, which is nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're out there, you do your events, you bring people in, and but it becomes also the word of mouth. Like I talk about it. I know about it so much because of being here in San Juan and going to the events that you guys host to benefit the organization as well as to benefit the community.
And we try to donate to all our fundraisers that are in town.
You do.
We try to donate a trail ride or a lesson.
Yeah, no, and I think that's also fantastic because it keeps people engaged.
Advertising.
It is. It is.
It's fabulous.
And everyone can enjoy that.
And they have so much fun. I remember with the Shea Center when they first started, our trail rides were so popular, Dana would call and say, Kathy, sold out right away. I said, well, do another one. We can? I said, yeah, do another. Yeah. So they would, sell a couple of them, and people just love it. Birthdays, Valentine's Day.
Oh, good old Valentine's Day.
And Chris knows exactly where to stop to get the best pictures. And
see, you have the best staff here because they know it well. Yeah. And you are the entryway to so many trails in San Juan Capistrano. I mean, obviously probably one of the biggest is being the creek and then going down there, but it goes off to so many different trails all throughout. And I think that your location's fantastic because of your access. You are, like we said earlier, a hidden gem, diamond in the rough, whatever, but you are known. You're the Ortega Equestrian Center and your Otra Mas and stuff like that. So I'm really, I mean, I can go on for the whole afternoon with you. But I just want to thank you so much for taking
I want you to go on another ride.
Oh, another ride.